It. 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 No matter how you look at it, being referred to as it is dehumanizing. It's incredibly cruel, and it makes you feel like you're less than. To put this in perspective, my neighbor pointed at me today and referred to me as it. Now, she didn't just do this in quiet conversation. Oh no, she shouted it while she pointed. My neighbor, I've done some work for her. I planted her garden, I put together her patio chair, I rearranged her patio furniture, and I've done a lot of work for this lady. In fact, I practically built her back patio last year. She knows how to refer to me, and in fact, she met me as a male, and she addresses me as a male, but for some reason, tonight, she felt the need to point at me and call me it. No one likes to be dehumanized like that. I mean, how would you feel if I pointed the finger at you and called you it? It doesn't feel good. It's cruel. It's just downright mean. And it removes the human element. It's terrible. And for someone who is transgender, who has been referred to as it by family members who blatantly hated the fact that I came out, it just makes it worse. And I'll give you a little bit of background information. Now, last night at roughly maybe about 11, 12 o'clock at night, some neighbors of mine down the street were lighting off fireworks. And my neighbor next door, the one who pointed the finger, she was hooting and hollering as loud as she could, watching the fireworks performance. Mind you, fireworks are illegal right now. Not 4th of July, not New Year, so yeah. I went outside to see what all the bangs and the booms and the crackling was, and she's out there hooting and hollering at the top of her lungs, and I asked her, hey, would you mind keeping it down? My wife's got to be up at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Her response was, well, she's young, she can deal with it. Wait a minute. That's not even a proper response. And in fact, her husband yelled at her from inside the house and told her to shut up and come inside. Now, the day before 4th of July, she was blowing up fireworks, and she lit off an artillery shell. And some of the singe came down and burnt the back of my hair. In fact, the back of my hair got lit on fire. And when I went up to talk to her about it, her response was, I guess it's time for a new haircut then. That is not how you treat people. That is not how you treat people who have helped you out. That is not how you treat people who have done favors for you, or planted your garden, or built your back patio, or put together your patio furniture and rearranged the patio entirely. Sorry. It just seems to me that my neighbor might need a little bit of help. In fact, she's incredibly drunk and disorderly, and her behavior is out of control. But tonight really kind of kicked me in the balls, because no one should be referred to as an it. It's horrible, dehumanizing, cruel, and just plain wrong. Especially for someone who is transgender. Someone who is trying so hard just to be the person they feel they were born to be. And being addressed like that by someone who knows you as who you are is about the lowest blow you can deal to a person. But what can I say? My neighbor is drunk and disorderly. But I want to know what your thoughts are on this, because this kind of stuff shouldn't fly, but it does quite often. And it isn't right. But it's America. And unfortunately, the voices of transgendered Americans are less than heard. But, as always, the door to discussion is open. Circus.